Hi, this is Ryan at Rad Ideas with another installment of Ask Rad Ideas. Thought I'd do things a little bit differently this week rather than just pre-recording a video. I would throw it up on Facebook Live. So again, this is Ryan Hulk, and each week I'm answering communication challenges from viewers and from people who are following my email list, letting you know some ways that you can deal with some of the challenges that you're facing in your communications. So this week I have a question from Cindy Paz, hope I got your name right there, at Western Hills Church. And her question is, what method of communication is best and how often? Now, Cindy, I think it's really important for you to think about not necessarily what communication is best, but what are we trying to accomplish with each of these communications? What is the purpose or goal that we're trying to achieve? And this is what I mean, that you need to think about your website communications as a point of first contact. And the reason for that is that statistically, 85% of people who are looking into your church are going to visit online before they ever attend in person. 85%. That is absolutely huge. And so your website gives you a forum to come learn about you and to determine if they want to be a part of what you're doing. So that's one goal. Social media provides another goal. It's relationship building. So if your website is the front door to your church, social media really is the street leading people there. It allows your community to see what you care about and the difference that you're making in people's lives. The next thing to think about is your print and announcements, what I call your physical communications. They allow you to follow up and nurture the people that are currently connected with you. And the reason is that once people have arrived, you can put things in their hands, you can get their contact information, and you can deliver the specifics and the details that will help connect them to your church's vision and to the opportunities that you are offering to them. And here's what I mean, is something to think about, is that people aren't just looking for an event calendar. Sure, they're interested in what it is that your church is doing, but that's not really the heart of it. They want to know, what difference does this church make in my life? How does my church's story connect with, how does this church's story connect with my personal story? How do the two merge together? And your communications need to provide not just information about your church, but the heart and inspiration about the role that you play in the community. So if you can move from just talking about events all the time to talking about how you are being a part in your community, what a difference you're making, people will engage with you differently. So think about your communications in this order: digital, and then physical. And so if you use them to direct people from the point of seeking information, the website, that point of first contact, to learning about your heart through social media, then to diving deeper and getting connected through your physical communications, people will begin to engage differently. So the question isn't then what's best. The question is, how often do we do these things? Because each of them is really helping us move people along in a progression and helping us navigate this communication challenge of moving people towards engagement. So how often do we do it? Well, your website should be up to date and delivering top searched info. Okay? The things that people are looking for statistically in a church website: first thing, times of your services. Then they're looking for activities that you offer. Then they want to know, where are you? Where's your location? Is there a map? Directions to your church location. You may even consider a map of your campus if you have a stretched out campus that people will struggle to figure out. Where do I take my kids? Things like that. Then they want to know, do you have streaming available? Do you have audio available that I can listen to a message and get an idea of the feel of who and what your church is? They want to know what your religious beliefs are, and they want to request prayer. Those are the top 7 things that people are looking for in church websites. So it's something to think about. You don't have to be changing your website constantly, but it's got to be up to date with information. If people come on and find an event calendar that's showing something that happened a month ago, or heaven forbid, some churches I run into says last year's event still, then people get an idea that you maybe aren't interested about the things that they believe you should be interested in. And the next thing is social media. You should be posting consistently. I would suggest you post 3 to 4 times a week at a minimum. But you need to be interacting with people through posts and comments on a daily basis. People expect responsive social media experiences because it's meant to be social. So if they can post a question to you and it's multiple days before they hear a response, you've missed your window of connecting with them. So they want things to be responsive, so you need to find a way that you can respond relatively quickly. Now, physical communications, once people are in the building, that last piece, you should be highlighting the top 2 to 3 items you have coming each week. Because if you highlight any more, people will begin to zone out and not remember all the info that you've shared and that you want to convey. So it's really important. Think about this, digital moving to physical as you move people through the spectrum of engagement, from interest to connection to being a part and active in your community, your church's community. Now, once again, this is Ryan Holk with another edition of Ask Rad Ideas. I hope you're finding these helpful each week as I tackle your communications questions and challenges. If you have a challenge you would like me to address, it's really simple to send me a message. You can hashtag AskRadIdeas and send a message to me, or you can click the link and go to my website where I've got a contact form, and you can fill out and put in your question specifically that you would like addressed. I'm just going systematically through the ones that I've been sent, trying to address the ones that cover the widest breadth of audience, and I would love for you to be a part. And also, if you've got any questions or you just need someone to bounce communications issues off of within your church, I'm available to help. Would love to be a part of helping your church get the focus and freedom it needs in your marketing so that you can grow and see your mission go further. So again, this is Ryan Holk with Rad Ideas. Until next time, blessings.